today's best music, U93, the high-low game. Another chance to play coming up next hour. Here's Jordan Sparks.
My name's Arthur Ngati. I'm the president and general manager for U93 WNDV FM, South Bend, Indiana. I got started in radio about 18 years ago. It was a family business, and my father bought a radio station in Indiana and then a couple in Colorado. And I was able to kind of get involved in an unofficial promotional aspect and would help my father with Arbitron ratings, putting graphs together, and doing some computer work for him. Well, that went on until I got to college, at which time I actually started doing some live news broadcasts, and I would call in from sports events and from bars and that sort of thing, and have a pretty good time, and got a little bit of money to do it. When I graduated from college, my father expanded the business and took on some additional investors, and it was no longer a family business. But at that point, I got into full-time promotions and engineering, including but not limited to climbing towers and relamping bulbs at the top of towers, and doing an awful lot of remote broadcasts. At that time, I was working in Lafayette, Indiana, doing stuff with Purdue Sports Broadcasting, which was an awful lot of fun. And I took that knowledge of Purdue Sports Broadcasting and put it to use in sales and sales management when I moved back to Bloomington and started working with our stations in Bloomington, Indiana. All of the studios process through here. In fact, if you look at the spaghetti land over there, that connects all the different routing for all the different studios. So everything is linked, everything has a double redundancy backup system, so that if something fails, we don't actually lose anything. It just takes us a little while to pull it back up on another computer. I have been the manager for U93 on and off for the last 4 years. And I say on and off because we've tried to bring some additional managers into the marketplace, and none of them have worked out. It's been pretty unfortunate. The last person was only in 26 days before we realized that they just weren't going to cut it. This last stint, I've been up here for 6 months, 7 months this entire year, plus a little bit of time here and there. And I really enjoy it up here. I now have a house up here and my family's moving up, so I plan to be here for a while.
Craziest thing that have ever happened to you, like on the air or working?
Wow, I don't know. I had the privilege of meeting Britney Spears one time. Our radio station was in a hotel, and I actually met her the best way possible. She was looking in the mirror of the elevator, picking her teeth. So that was very cool. And then she was very mad when we recognized it was her.
Uh-oh. Oops, I did
like,
it again.
Yeah, exactly.
U93 is targeted at an 18 to 49-year-old female. Specific target is a 36-year-old female. In that we mean that the average 36-year-old has a child, maybe 2 children. They're driving around. You know, what are they interested in? They're interested in shopping, spending money on food supplies, getting their kids ready for school. We target our music, our promotions, our information, everything around that person to make sure that we super serve that audience. We look at all programming on 4 different categories. There's females, there's males, and there's younger, and there's older. Older being 65 plus, younger being 12 plus. And obviously female and male defines itself. U93 is targeted at an 18 to 49-year-old female. So when we look at the programming of U93, we see that it generally works into this area of this cross matrix. What do you call this? I call it a matrix. Mm-hmm. It generally works into this area of the matrix. If you look at our station WZOW, you're looking at a station that really hits people that are male 25 to 54 years of age. Well, that comes down into this category over here. All right. Now notice how far apart they are. What that allows us to do is make sure that we're not cannibalizing one another's audience. Now, there are men that listen to U93 and there are women that listen to ZOW, but the programming is targeted somewhere in this general category so that we make sure that we are really super serving those people. Now up here you'll also see a radio station, WNSN, which is one of our competitors. They go after females 25-54, a little bit older. Down here you'll see WRBR, which is a little bit more modern rock station, which is going at the younger end of WZOW and the classic rock station. And there's all sorts of bleed over in all of these different categories, but generally these stations are going after these 4 different areas. And this is the prize closet. This is where we store all the goodies and giveaways and all the fun stuff that
all the fun stuff is here, right here.
That is
goodies
right.
Giveaway. Wow. Cool. How do you do your research? In-house or you hire from the outside?
We do both. A lot of our research is done by our program directors on a daily basis. They listen to what people are calling in and requesting. They go out and they're on remotes and they're asking people what it is that they want to hear, what they're interested in. Additionally, about every 2 years we do a major research project where we have an outside company come in and they call 600 or 700 people and do extensive interviews, 100 questions, go through the whole thing with them and find out really in-depth information about radio stations, what stations they're listening to, what they like, what they dislike, and what people think about our radio station. And from that they're able to extrapolate a plan of action going forward to make sure that we super serve those people. The number one reason that people call our radio station is to find out what the name of the last song was that played. So we actually have a feature on our website which says last 15 songs played.
Yeah, I saw the list, yeah.
So that people can come in and really look at it and go, all right, that's what it was, that's what it was. And
what do people think about the blogs of the personalities on air?
Well, the people like it. I kind of think it's a little crazy, but the people seem to like it. We get some good response from it, and our sponsors also like it. So it works well. The DJs like it most of all because it gives them a chance to say or do whatever they'd like to do, and gives them some freedom.
Houses, but true stick-built homes with great quality products used to build them.
What are you doing right now?
Doing production work for, it's a commercial, so I'm actually producing the commercial, putting the different elements together.
How long have you worked here?
I've been here for 2 years.
How do you like it?
I like it a lot. It's cool.
What's your favorite thing?
Interacting with listeners, just being able to come up with cool topics, cool things to talk about, and it seems like every day is something different.
There's almost always something charitable going on. Our biggest event is the roof sit, where 2 of our DJs go up on the roof one Monday morning at I believe it's 6 a.m. and they don't come down until 7 p.m. on Friday night. They actually sleep, eat, broadcast. They do everything up on the roof. And over the years we've been doing that, we've raised over $1.5 million for to help prevent child abuse. And it's something that we really pride ourselves on in helping the community. The community just really gets wrapped up and enjoys it. And it's a hard week of broadcasting because we tell a lot of stories of people who have been hurt by child abuse and how to overcome it. But it's also, anytime you can raise that much money for a charitable campaign, it's a wonderful thing. Well, the station's going to continue to do what it has always done, and that is super serve its audience. We really pride ourselves on making sure that we're a family-friendly station that you can listen to with your kids. It gets a little bit edgier at night, but nowhere near what anybody would consider a station that needs to be monitored or that their kids can't listen to. We play good music. We give pertinent information to parents about what's going on. We support the community through promotions, and we continue to hire good people that really make a difference in this community.
Today's Best Music U93, I'm Rob, and coming up you got a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to the Niles Haunted House Scream Park. That is going to happen during the Flashback Lunch, so hang on. Right now, Jordan Sparks on U93. I've been doing radio for about 10 or 11 years now, and it's definitely like a drug. They always say it's a drug. Once you get it in your system, you can't get it out, and that's very true. So I'm in it for the long haul.